Hello everyone, it's me, John of Ordo3.
And me, ArashiOfOrdo3, this time the boss rush in the Zephyr Sea.
Against Marcus and Gloria.
Let's try and have fun with this.
Let's go. Ramsey, wait for me before you engage.
I can't let him get away again.
Rat in the trap, right, boss? Let's see how he does against both of us.
We need to isolate the target. Let's play with him for a while, Gloria.
Now this is what I call fun.
Dylan, you're not gonna win this war by yourself.
I'm sorry, Captain. This is something I have to do.
So, at the end of Act 2, Ari, what do you think of the game so far?
It's so bland. Like, it's so clear that Square made themselves a Final Fantasy game. Like, and they realised it was terrible, and then looked for a different IP and found Front Mission Evolved, and just kind of tacked mechs onto it. Because this is following the story thread of basically near every game, like the cliff notes of every game they've made since Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 3. I don't know. I've not played the early games beyond 7. Actually, I played the first and second one, but this is... Oh, and because Marcus is shit, he is dead.
Yeah, the tactic you want to do in this boss fight is take out Marcus first so you can just concentrate on dodging Gloria, because she's the one who can dish out the damage in this fight. As we're about to see here.
She also has far too much health.
No. So, in a little bit.
And does weird, like, fake out things. But the point I'm trying to make is that, so far, this is walking the line of near every, like, sword and sorcery RPG storyline of kid is in town, practices with sword every day. Horrible bandits come to town and destroy everything. Oh no, parental guardian figure is dead. Swear vengeance. Join military / quirky rebels. Fight for freedom and or vengeance.
There's nowhere to run.
It's a cliched plot.
It's a cliched plot. And I'm just waiting for the point where it throws in the giant space flea from out of nowhere. I'm waiting for the point where they bring in fucking aliens, or an alternate, or some kind of entity from an alternate dimension who just wants to destroy the world because death.
If this isn't really a Persona game, then again, if it was, I would be fucking loving the story.
It would be a fucking amazing Persona game. Just like, I'm in a giant robot. Oh no, they are also in a giant robot. Allow me to summon demons in my giant robot to kill them with my better giant robot, because demons.
Well, no, if you're like you summoned a Persona and it turned into a giant robot for you to fight in,
That'd be pretty fucking boss.
That would be
Shin Megami
great.
Tensei, get on and make me a fucking Persona game where I'm a giant fucking robot made of demons. And then make Fen LP it.
Sorry, we were supposed to be talking about the boss fight.
There's that little to talk about that we have to look for tangents. I mean,
well, yes, you do.
this is our 7th attempt at recording this video. Because,
Cough.
Yeah, primarily my fault because I keep making John uncomfortable with the fact I'm complaining about Gloria's sort of character trait. I'd say trait, but she doesn't have anything more than one.
Right, I have to end this fight after. Okay, next fight, it's... Well, you saw how you're supposed to do it, so we're going to try the other way. And it's going to be in Ben Kasak's...
Walking tank.
Floating tank.
The floating tank.
Slower, faster, can take a few hits. So we're going to try and take out Gloria first.
Yeah, which is the blessing because Gloria does not go down easy. And Marcus's rockets, despite being basically worthless for 90% of the fight, do stun you. Which can mean Gloria can step in and lay on the hurt, which she's very good at doing.
Yeah, she really is. Which probably means she was either a bondage queen or...
Well, what I find particularly disturbing about her is that her shield blocks 100% of damage and you can't break it. As far as I'm aware, she's the only melee mech in the game with a shield.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, there isn't any other bosses which concentrate solely on melee.
And that kind of makes me think, like, our shields break after a while, don't they?
They do. They absorb a certain amount of damage, I think, and
Are
then they
our
useless.
shields made of, like, plexiglass or something like that? Or, like, cardboard? Because we're shooting this shield with, like, quite a lot of, like, damage. And yet this shield, which has hydraulic folding out parts, can absorb, like, ridiculous amounts of fire.
It's also worth noting that Gloria only really has 3 attacks, similar to Marcus. She has her 3-hit combo when she's in close. She has a charge and whack,
Which
when
we see
she's in
there,
close.
which removes John's legs again.
Oh,
And you can see how slow you move.
when you've not... Apparently, stripping the armor off and making your mech lighter makes your mech run worse. Who knew? Useful enough, though, even if you're not doing any damage to them with your missiles or your guns, your shots, you still get edge meter back from hitting them with it. So even if their shield's up, you can unload a few rounds into them, and my legs are almost gone again.
Yep.
Also worth noting, they do this special team-up attack where one goes just in to distract you, and then the other one comes flying in to fuck you up. They tend to have a little tell beforehand, like Marcus will go, "Gloria, to me!" and away she goes.
And they'll get together, they'll pull a Power Rangers like pose, they'll summon their weapons together.
There's an explosion of colour behind them, it's great.
And then all the explosions happen behind us, and we do a weird kind of like somersault thing and fall onto the floor and writhe for about 5 seconds. This video has so little to talk about other than Gloria is weird and there is a fight going on, that I'm literally referring to Power Rangers for stuff to talk about. What has my life become?
It's become this. I think it's because there's so little actual story in this game, as, you know, it's not like an RPG where you can fill it with hours upon hours of cutscenes.
Or just text.
Or just text. Also, this is a really useful method of getting Gloria to drop her shield for a while. Moving close enough to... fuck.
Because Gloria's at her most dangerous when she sort of charges at you, because it's really hard to get away from it. But if you kind of kite her into making her 3 hits swing at you...
Then she's vulnerable while she's doing that, and you can just lay the smack down.
And it
That
also,
was lucky I grabbed that.
It also stops her from doing her lunging attacks on you. Because she doesn't have to super boost to smash you in the face, because your arms reach, you know.
But we're gonna do it again, and
If Marcus would stop firing missiles.
there we go. So yeah, just as soon as she starts, move back. You've done a fair amount of damage, and there goes the fucking arm.
It's interesting to note as well that 90% of Gloria's attacks are aimed at your legs. Like, when she's hitting you, despite the fact that the shield goes through your mech's skull, it is the legs that will take the damage. I've actually genuinely not seen the health of the torso drop at any point during this fight.
You haven't been paying enough attention.
No, not really. I've been too busy thinking about how this is a shitty Final Fantasy knockoff with giant robots tacked on.
I think
And-
most of the problem you have with this character comes from the fact that there is, because you don't have enough time to build character, they have none. I mean, Marcus Seligman is just
His
a
character...
mercenary guy.
Well, no, his character trait is he has dreadlocks. Because in Japan, that is a character trait.
Gloria's is that she's quite possibly a slut. Well, I say possibly, I mean poor.
She strikes me as the kind of character that people make where they think it's funny if the character's just a nymphomaniac the entire time.
I think we're gonna end this now.
Please do.
We're gonna
because-
destroy Marcus, and
Wait,
then we
is
get
Gloria
to
dead?
That little rodent has some teeth.
We're done playing. His target isn't this boy.
Damn you. What the hell?
Ramsey, Fort Modest is under attack. We need to go back.
That's our man, my dear. Always on time. Our job's done.
Bye-bye,
Where do you think you're going? Copy that. I'm on my way.
You are in luck, Adela. The one thing that can defeat me just happens to be that machine of yours.
Never. I'll never use it again.
If you don't defeat me, all the people here will die. You will be responsible for more deaths, Adela.
No. Stop it! Shut up!
Do you want to go through the same thing you did that day?
No, I didn't.
Adela?
Activate your edge system, Adela Sewell.
Adela!
What do we have here? Another edge user. Now this is a pleasant surprise. You have an even higher potential rating than Adela. No, you're a perfect match.
Dylan, why would you?
Are you okay?
It seems I found another AAA candidate. I'll definitely be back for you. That is, if you manage to survive your heroic sacrifice.
Cornelius Werner. Jesus. Adela! Dylan!
Hamilton, don't worry about me. Help Adela.